We are back at the Surge Equestrian League 2026. Coming up next is the Small Tour Under 16, the rising stars of this competition. Who are you looking forward to, Dan?
There are just so many out there that you want to watch and keep your eye on. There are 20 competitive competitors in this class this morning, but we are joined here in the grandstand by fantastic spectators who have been cheering on all of the competitors. So a big round of applause to all of them as well. But here we go into our small U16 tour.
Let's get this started.
Surge. Surge. I'm well aware this is not just another day. The sunlight shines and shows me the way. Surge. Surge. We can be gentle, there's no need for force. Love is the vibe with you and me and my horse. Surge. You can't explain it unless it's real. And the feeling of victory is something I feel. I know I can do this. This is my course. It's only my thoughts, me and my horse. You might feel like the world is standing still, and sometimes things can go against your will. That is the time to put your cards on the table. Just eat, sleep, ride, repeat at Surge Stable. Surge. Surge.
And welcome back for the course fly-through for the Small Tour Under 16 category. Starting in front of our grandstand, we will be tackling fences 1 and then fence number 2, which is the red and white oxer, and taking a left turn as we come round through to face fence number 3, which is the purple and white, almost in the middle of the arena. Riders will be following down the line towards the red, white and black oxer at fence number 4 near the clubhouse, and then taking on their right turn as they search out the double combination for fence 5 A and B through the diagonal across the arena towards our grandstand again. Moving through into a left turn right alongside the warm-up area where riders will be tackling the yellow, blue and white oxer at fence number 6. And staying on their left bend, they will be coming around to the white fence in front of the judges here along the long side. Still staying on our left, riders will then take the turn to fence number 8, which is the yellow and white fence. Again, cross the diagonal and then heading towards the red-white wall fence number 9, heading straight back through towards the warm-up area, and then moving the horses onto their right canter lead and turning around for fence number 10, which is the blue, white and black fence, and then looking for their final fence, which is our Surge oxer heading towards the grandstand.
So a wonderful course set up by our international course designer, Mr. Yusuf Al Mahmoudi from the UAE, and we have the details of the course. This will be conducted as a special two-phase competition. In phase 1 they will have a time allowed of 31 seconds, and in phase 2, which will be against the clock, the rider will have a maximum of 45 seconds, beyond which they will be getting some time penalties. A very interesting course setup. Once again, after jump number 5B, we have the timing set up for the riders to get into phase 2. Plenty of opportunities for the riders to take a few risks, to pick up the momentum and save some time. So when there are 2 or more riders with the same number of penalties, the placings will be decided by the faster time in phase 2 only. That being said, any rider going over the time allowed in either phase 1 or phase 2 will pick up some time faults.
Yes, and for all of you who have been with us this morning, we have already had 6 clear rounds in our first competition. That was followed by 5 clear in our second class, but just 1 double clear in our big tour. We have 20 competitive riders in our under 16 class, and we are certainly looking out for a lot more clear rounds as we continue the competition throughout today.
Absolutely, and these are the young riders, up and coming riders. They have very good quality of horses for sure, but they need to perform on the day. And these are the riders under the age of 16, so riders who have been competing for a few years at the most, and they've been doing a fantastic job, as we saw just a week ago at the Surge Equestrian League, the first edition in July. And today we see the riders taking on for the second time this month.
Yes, and the course has been reworked again by our wonderful course designer, Yusuf Al Mahmoudi. And you can see how the fences have been readjusted for this class, giving lots of questions to our riders in our under 16 tour.
Yep, and the phase 1, as mentioned before, will be up to jump number 5B. A very straightforward, plenty of space for the riders to build up nicely in phase 1. So you can see it's almost like a figure of 8 going up to jump 5B, beyond which when they get into phase 2, the riders are going to pick up the pace. There's plenty of opportunity to make up time between jump number 7 and number 8. Riders will be taking a little bit of a risk if they cut in too sharp to jump number 8. And the other opportunity, of course, is from 9 to 10. So you can see there is a chance that riders can go within jump number 6 if they want to save a lot of time. Number 10 is an upright, so they can take a few more chances to clear that. The heights have gone up to about 1 meter, so I don't think that would be an issue for any of these horses. So the bravery of the riders being tested in phase 2. 9 to 10, probably the most critical turn, and of course plenty of opportunities for the riders to pick up the pace. So between 10 and 11, between 6 and 7, plenty of chances for the riders to really push their horses forward, pick up the tempo and make up a few seconds. But it's going to be close with 20 competitive riders. There's plenty of chance of seeing a new champion coming about.
Yes, and as this class is just about to get underway, just a reminder of our top 6 or first 6 riders. It will be Samarth on Kingston representing URB. Aamir Shahnawaz on Western Style will be coming in second. Ayaan Varma on Darcy third. Shaan Bharwani on Mabel fourth. Kripa Jain on Pat fifth. And 6 will be Sanjay on Condero from Archie Horse Academy. So those are our first 6 riders who will very shortly be welcoming into the main arena as we get started in our small tour under 16.
Yep, and just to update you on how the riders have been doing, coming in first, Samarth Sreeharsha on Kingston. He did really well in the July edition. On day 1, he was placed 6th, and on day 2, he was placed 2nd. So he's coming in with a lot of form. And in at serial number 5 is Kripa Jain, who was the winner on day 1 of the competition at the beginning of July. So these are riders who have had plenty of success. They must be full of confidence. Let's see what they can do today. And you can see that looks like Mabel on the screen right now from Kovai Stables. Over the jump was Kingston from URB.
Yes, so just final preparations underway in the warm-up. And of course, as we said before, all riders need to make sure that they and their horse are ready before coming in. And just a few more minutes before we welcome in our first rider.
Yes, and the first rider is in the arena. Samarth Sreeharsha on Kingston, representing the United Riders Barn Bangalore, is in the arena and ready to get things started. Can we get things started with a clear round? How we did in the medium tour. So showing his horse the entire arena, made him take a look at jump number 8 in particular. But the riders will be starting from the clubhouse side, because jump number 1 will be coming up. So from the grandstand, it would be on your left hand side, a straight line along the grandstand, jump number 1, jump number 2. I think jump number 1 is a great way to get started. It's an upright, doesn't look too difficult, but it is a related distance to jump number 2, so the riders will have to be careful. I hope they've walked the course, understanding the requirements of their horses and whether they're going to do it in 5 or 6 or 7 strides.
Yes, and there we have the bell for our first competitor. Heading now, preparation for fence number 1, right in front of our spectators.
And that was a lovely 5 stride between 1 and 2. Nicely done by Samarth, Sreeharsha and Kingston. It's gotten us to a good start.
Now looking for the combination 5A and B through the diagonal. And that is clear so far in our first phase.
We got very lucky on 5B, gave it a tap, but it stayed in place. He has crossed the timing beam, so he is into phase 2 and his time will be ticking away. Kingston, of course, a lovely horse for the younger riders and a horse which genuinely loves the speed classes. So he's through up to 9, and what a fabulous turn. Well done. I was expecting to see that happen, and a great job, Samarth, Sreeharsha, getting things started. He's put so much pressure on the riders who are going to be coming up next. Clear round. And the time was 32.16. What a fabulous way to start the small tour under 16.
That is a very good time to set for our first rider, so well done to that combination. But next in the arena we have Aamir Shahnawaz on Western style, head number 29, representing Kovai Stable.
Started off well, he got a good 5 stride too, so the young rider is doing a great job. They're riding the courses very technically. They've understood what challenge the course designer has placed in front of them.
A little hesitation over fence number 4, but it has stayed up, and now he needs to get the preparation for the combination coming up, fences 5A and B. And that is clear so far, going into second phase.
Nicely through the tricky part of the course coming up now. Turns in sharp to 8. This is also looking like a nice round. Another rider who turns within jump number 6. So definitely the young riders are being extremely brave. And another super round to get things going. Mohammad Aamir Shahnawaz on Western style.
Yeah, so double clear there for that combination, just outside the time, sitting at 33.89. So time to beat still sitting at 32.16.
Cool. So very close in second place. We have Mohammad Aamir Shahnawaz. And the third rider, Ayaan Varma on Darcy. Representing Kovai Stables, they are ready to go. And Darcy, quite a big striding horse, will cover plenty of ground. Doesn't need to worry about that in phase 1. Oh, did not see the distance between jump 3 and 4. It just seemed like the bending line caught him off guard. Didn't see the takeoff point. So Darcy said, nope, he's not going to go ahead. So he's going to make a circle. He's got to come back. And as he does that, the time is ticking away. So 4 penalties for the refusal.
clear through the 5A combination, so carrying with them 4 penalties into second phase.
Yeah, the judges will let us know about the time penalties in the first phase. But it's going through nicely now, so good recovery by Ayaan.
A little hesitation there coming into fence number 10 means we dropped another pole there, so picking up another 4 penalties, completing in 33.52 on the second phase.
So the phase 2 timing was okay, but I think because of the refusal at phase 1, he may have some time penalties. The judges will let us know. So 1 drop and 1 refusal, give him a total of 8 penalties, but a well-ridden round. He had a bit of a challenge at 4, but pushed through nicely.
And next in the arena will be Shaan Bharwani on Mabel in head number 31, and also representing Kovai Stable.
Yeah, so Mabel is definitely one of the speed round specialists. You will see Mabel putting up a good time. And looks like we are ready to go. Bell is given, and Shaan Bharwani on Mabel has 45 seconds to get started. So once again, jump number 1 all the way to the grandstand side.
And Mabel is usually a very forward-going horse, and you can see that already, loves attacking these fences. And so far through fences 1 to 4, we are clear as we head into the last 2 fences of our first phase.
Nicely done. If she can keep this momentum going, he's in with a chance. Only a couple of turns are going to be critical for this round. Unfortunately, something about jump number 7, which Mabel did not like. That fence, the solid color, it's white in color. So no issue about the horse seeing it, but decided to refuse. So 4 penalties for the refusal, and he will continue on the course.
Getting a little bit deep there in fence number 9, but the fence has stayed up now into the last 2 fences of his round.
Oh, Mabel once again says no to jump number 11. That unfortunately is an elimination on the very last fence of the course. So a bit unlucky over there for Shaan Bharwani on Mabel, but I'm sure he'll come back stronger tomorrow.
And next in the arena we have Kripa Jain riding Pat in head number 32 from EIRS. Now Kripa was our winner on day 1, and I'm sure she will want to be achieving the same kind of standards today.
Yeah, Pat, one of the more experienced show jumping horses in the South India circuit. I've seen him competing at least for 6 years now, so he knows his job.
And we've just heard that Pat is 23 years old, so definitely one of our more senior horses, but looking in fabulous form still.
Yeah, it's almost that he knows how to balance just before the fence. You can see he takes a moment just to get himself in the right position, get the right takeoff point. And now in phase 2, she needs to go a little bit faster. Over 6 and 7, she's doing the inside turn to 8, which is very brave of her, and she's done jump number 8. If she can do the turn from 9 to 10, she would definitely have a fabulous time, and she's done it. That is some seriously good riding from Kripa Jain. Last fence. That's going to be a good time, ladies and gentlemen, and it is the fastest time, 31.39. Is she going to be the new leader? Yes, that is a fabulous round by Kripa Jain on Pat. Puts herself in the lead. So the turn from 7 to 8 and 9 to 10, making all the difference. And Pat is certainly one of the horses which can turn on a dime, and she's in the lead.
And next in the arena, we welcome Sanjay Ramaraju riding Condero in head number 33, representing Archie Horse Academy. Very big takeoff there in front of fence number 2.
I had a bit of hesitation at 4, but made the distance, so related distance between 3 and 4. Could catch some of the riders off guard, but nicely ridden by Sanjay on Condero. He's into phase 2, he's in it with a chance. The turn, he goes around the finish board, so a couple of seconds lost over there. He can make it up because Condero is a big striding horse.
Yes, has elected to keep it safe by taking the wider turns.
And the last fence coming up. Got lucky there. 32.07. So pretty close at the end of the day, but a very nice round by Sanjay on Condero. I think that should put him into second place at the moment. Great to see the young riders. They're riding confidently, they're riding bravely, but they're not doing anything foolish. They've been riding very technically well. So great job by these rising stars. And speaking of rising stars, we have Kapilesh Klaver, horse rider combination which have achieved much success.
And Klaver is another one of those horses that really enjoys the jumping, always very forward. And well positioned setup for fences A and B, and clear through our first phase here for Kapilesh and Klaver.
Let's see if he's going to take some risks with the turns. Couple of very important turns coming up now from 7 to 8. He's taking the inside line. Well done. And the next turn coming up, which is going to be critical, 9 to 10. Looks like he's going the long way around. He's going to have a good time. It's going to cut it close.
So we are just waiting for the time to be confirmed by our judges, but that was a double clear for his 2-phase round.
.86 is the time for Kapilesh. He is the new leader.
Now in the arena we welcome Eera Sreeharsha, and she is riding Carrido in head number 35 and representing URB.
Carrido looking smashing in the new pink or purple shade on the mane and the tail. Celebrating Holi a little bit early this year. And Eera, of course, had a fabulous round on day 2 of the previous competition in the big tour. She ended up winning that competition on Holi TH. So plenty of success at the Surge Equestrian League for Eera Sreeharsha. I'm just told that Kapilesh's time was 32 points. 1 second.
And unfortunately, a refusal there on fence number 4 for Eera and Carrido. Means that she has picked up 4 jumping penalties in this first phase.
So the judges will just get back to us with the time of Kapilesh and Klaver. A little bit of confusion there.
And unfortunately, another 4 jumping penalties on fence 5B. Now entering our second phase. And now for the wide turn option coming into fence number 10. And our final 2 fences in this round for Eera and Carrido.
And looks like Eera has completed the round with 12 jumping penalties. The judges will let us know how many time penalties are there, if any. And the next rider is Sauryaram Indukuri Varma, riding Happiness, representing the Archie Horse Academy. And in the previous competition held in July, on day 2, he was placed 3rd on the same horse. So, a good partnership going strong. Let's see if they can keep the momentum going this time.
Lots of preparation to get into a good rhythm coming into fence number 1.
I think he did that in 6 strides, had a short jump in at number 1, but he's kept it up and kept it going, so a good adjustment from horse and rider. He's on his way to the combination at 5. Very straightforward combination. Vertical to vertical. With 1 stride in between.
Yeah, so clear in the first phase, and now into our second phase. Already looking for fence number 8 as he comes past the judges' box. And again, just a little bit of hesitation going into that oxa, but opting this time to take the inside turn for fence 10, and unfortunately just a little unsettled there coming into that takeoff point, and unfortunately a refusal.
That was a very sharp turn, so he ended up at the bottom of jump number 10 with not enough momentum. So ended up refusing, but in these type of classes, you have to take a risk if you want to win, so a good effort by Sauryaram Indukuri on Happiness. Completes the round. He had his 4 faults for the refusal and maybe a couple of time faults also, but a good effort. Give it everything.
We are just going to have our grounds team just come out quickly, do a little check on the time equipment at the finish line of the second phase. So we will just wait for the judges to ensure that they are happy before they will give the bell to our next rider.
And looks like we are ready to go. Adarsh on Jain Galaxie, representing Kovai Stables, serial number 10 in the arena. So we're about halfway through this competition. We've had some fabulous clear rounds.
Nice encouraging entry into his round, and clipped all fences clear on the long side in front of the grandstand. So now heading towards our related distance between 3 and 4. A little deep into 4, but setting up nicely for the combination at 5. And that is clear through our first phase. Bit of encouragement there for fence number 7. And now taking the outside turn for fence 8. And now heading to our final fence at 11. And in a time of 33.79. So again, another lovely clear round there for Adarsh and Jane Galaxie. So 6 double clear rounds so far in this class. So definitely living up to the expectations. Next in the arena we have Pratik Raj. He's riding Delano W in head number 38, representing Kovai Stable.
So we had Pratik Raj on Major doing the big tour just a few minutes ago, and now he is entering the arena on Delano W from Kovai Stables. Started off well through the first 4 fences. He's had plenty of experience jumping over the last couple of years, so doing a great job.
And clear there for Pratik and Delano W in the first phase. Fortunately did see one of his bell boots come off, but all fences have remained up. And a little deep there into fence 8, but clear so far, approaching the final 2 fences. And unfortunately picking up 8 jumping penalties in the last 2 fences, but in a time of 33.43.
So at the moment we have 6 clear rounds, and the current ranking we have Kripa Jain on Pat, clear round with 31.390. In second place we have Sanjay Ramaraju on Condero, 32.070, and that's a joint second place with Kapilesh Klaver, 32.070. So good to have both the riders on an equal time. In fourth place we have Samarth, Sreeharsha and Kingston, 32.160. So very close at the top. Kripa Jain on Pat is still the leader.
And in the arena now we have Vedik riding T9, representing a Kovai Stable, head number 46, and coming into the final 2 fences of the first phase, which has stayed clear.
Nicely done through jump number 7. He's going the long way around to jump number 8. He's keeping the momentum going, so he won't have lost too much time. Needs to be careful from 9 to 10. He's going to go around jump number 6. And approaching the last fence over number 11. The time is 35.85. So a good round by Vedik on T9. That's our 7th clear round of this competition. So the young riders doing a great job.
Next in the arena we have Ishanvi riding Zara. Also coming forward from Kovai stable, head number 10.
Yep, so Zara's already been through a round this morning. Did well. I think it was Sreeharsha in saddle if I'm not mistaken. And this time with the young rider Ishanvi.
Here we go for Zara and Ishanvi completing the first phase with no jumping penalties.
And this is a horse which can definitely put up a good time. So going to have to wait and see how much she's going to push Zara for the turns. She's taken the inside turn. Unfortunately, that is a run out at jump number 8. Approach 8 at quite an angle, and Zara did not see the takeoff point, so decided to run out towards the right hand side of the fence. She's going to have to come back and give it another go.
Yeah, much happier with that approach there for Zara. Little rattle on fence number 9, carrying with them 8 penalties at the moment. And she will also be taking some time penalties through with her.
Yeah, the refusals in any part of the course are brutal when it comes to show jumping at 350 meters per minute as the prescribed speed. So there will be some time penalties for phase 2, but a good round by Ishanvi Bhatija on Zara. And next in the arena we have Dhanvi Cheruvu on Bhima, representing Flying Sea Stallion Club in Bangalore. And Bhima is a retired thoroughbred from the racecourse. Has done well with the children classes and the junior classes. Let's see what Dhanvi can do on him today. We've had plenty of clear rounds, so the goal would be to have a clear round and then of course to put up a good time in phase 2.
And a very big jump there over fence 2. Unseated Dhanvi there for a bit, but he has got himself back together, and so far clear as they approach combination at fence number 5.
Okay, and we are on to phase 2. Let's see if Dhanvi can keep the momentum going. Nicely over 7. The turn from 7 to 8 is going to be critical, going the long way around. Oh. And a refusal at jump number 8 unseats the rider. Looks like Dhanvi is okay. Just came off and landed on the poles, but looks to be fine at the moment.
Yeah, so Dhanvi is up on his feet. We'll have to go to the medical team just to ensure that he is okay.
But looks like he's absolutely fine, and that's all that matters. I think in the speed classes, the riders are taking plenty of risks. There is an opportunity, or there is possibility rather, that they get unseated. But brave rider, back on the feet, and I'm sure we'll see him back in action very soon.
And next into the arena we have Arya Chandokar on Grace DZ. Head number 42, representing ARC.
And we are done with 15 riders. Only 5 more riders to go after Arya. 7 clear rounds at the moment. So the young riders doing a great job.
And Grace DZ seems to be a little not concentrating down there on the long side. So let's just see how Aria picks her up now as she looks to complete the first phase. And there we have it, clear in our first phase, and now opening up into our second phase. And you can see Aria has asked for Grace DZ to move it on forward, but unfortunately has picked up 4 jumping penalties in the second phase at fence number 7.
Yeah, that was a little unlucky. Just seemed to get the takeoff a little bit wrong. Knocked off the top pole, so 4 penalties, but it's getting through the course. Only 2 more fences to go. And approaching the last fence.
And completing there in a time of 35.57, but carrying with her just the 4 penalties from the second phase.
And the next rider in the arena is Samarth Sreeharsha riding Leonardo, representing the United Riders Barn. Samarth got things started in a fabulous way in this competition with a round on Kingston. Let's see if he can keep the same momentum going on Leonardo. Unfortunately, the first fence goes down. Nicely through 2, 3 and 4, approaching the combination at 5 now. Unfortunately, the horse decides to just put the brakes on at 5A, didn't see the takeoff, so a refusal which has unseated the rider.
So our ground staff are just checking the fences before our judges will give the signal for our next rider to begin. I believe the signal is now given, and this is Muhammad Aamir Shahnawaz, and he is riding Darcy in head number 44 from Kovai Stable.
Yep, so Darcy has already gone through this round once with Ayaan Varma, and the second round for Darcy in this competition, this time with Muhammad Aamir Shahnawaz, who's had some success with Darcy on day 1 of the earlier July competition. He was placed 3rd.
Yeah, and Darcy does cover some ground as she goes round. She has a nice big stride. So now just about to finish first phase with no jumping penalties. Unfortunately has knocked the fence at element B. And also another pull down here at fence number 7.
Yeah, so 8 jumping penalties at the moment for Muhammad Aamir Shahnawaz, and Darcy getting through the course nicely. He's taking the long way around. He knows there's no hurry now. We can complete the round without adding more penalties. Still be a good result, a good confidence building exercise for the competition tomorrow. So nice round, 33.86 was the time, 8 jumping penalties.
And now in the arena we welcome Sonika Sunil on Mabel. She's riding in head number 72, representing Kovai Stables. Mabel has also been around earlier in this class. Rishan Bharwani And unfortunately, Mabel was eliminated in her earlier round. But let's hope that Sonica can get her around the full course.
Starts off nicely through jump 1 and 2. Keeping Mabel going positive. And very nicely through 3 and 4. And now approaching the combination at jump number 5. It's a pretty straightforward one stride vertical to vertical. So most of the horses have got through it okay. Just a couple of horses had a look.
So this was the fence where she didn't enjoy it. And once again, it is fence number 7 that Mabel is not very friendly with.
Yep, to the human eye, it seems pretty straightforward, but we never know what the horse is looking at sometimes. So does it well on the second attempt. So she's got 4 penalties. She's got to keep things going. Over 8 and the bending line to 9.
Unfortunately dropped pole there on fence number 9, so carrying now 8 penalties as she approaches her final 2 fences.
Okay, over the last fence, so she completes the round. 8 jumping penalties. There will be a few time penalties because of that refusal. She's gone a little bit over the time allowed. Judges will get back to us with that.
And coming forward now, Stasia Pandya riding Sela, head number 76, representing ARC.
So Sela did a very impressive round at the last SEL with Ajay Shiva in saddle. We have Stasia Pandya giving it a go.
And Sela seems to be one of those horses that has a very steady pace going into these fences, which is usually quite a nice ride for these young riders. It builds up their confidence. And Stasia looks as if she is opting to take the safe routes round in her final 2 fences in first phase and going clear into her second phase.
Yeah, she's definitely going to pick it up now. She's stepped on the gas with Sela and coming through jump number 7. Turn from 7 to 8 is going to be important. She's going the long way around. And had a moment, but the horse decided to take off a little bit early, but she's keeping things going. A nice inside turn to 10. This is going to be a good time. And huge over the last fence. 31.004. We have a new leader. Stasia Pandya on Sela. That horse is a little quick through the turns, but also kept the momentum going through the straight line. So great job by Stasia Pandya on Sela. Goes into the lead by a fraction of a second.
Yes, so now we have our final competitive rider in this class. This is Ariana Mehta on Liberty, head number 82 from ARC. So now having 8 clear rounds in this class, let's see if we can have a 9th.
Oh, she's already started really well. Nice and forward, keeping the momentum going from the very first jump. So that actually may keep the horse a little more comfortable rather than asking for the acceleration immediately after jump number 5. Keeping the momentum going, so
clear there in our first phase, and let's see how our second phase will unfold. Heading now into fence number 7.
And the turn from 7 to 8 is going to be critical. She is going the long way around. And that turn from 9 to 10 is going to make all the difference Once again, going the long way around. That will add a couple of seconds to the time. So coming in, 31.04 is the time to beat. She will be close. A couple of seconds off. 33.41 is the time for Ariana Mehta. Fabulous performance by this young rider on Liberty. Just under 2 seconds off the fastest time. So a good round. That brings us to the end of the competitive entries in this competition. We have Sauryaram coming in next. He is certainly not under 16. It's been a while since he was over the age of 16, but doing a non-competitive entry, representing third stable Sauryaram on Ardenica.
And clear there along the first two fences in front of our grandstand. And clear through first phase, and now going into the second phase. Having a little look at fence number 7 is Ardenica. And now approaching our final 2 fences of his round. And completing there in a time of 42.83. So we're just waiting for the final results to be confirmed by our judges. And we do know that Stasia on Stella definitely set the time to beat, 31.04. But just waiting for our final confirmation from our judges before we announce our winners, while we watch our ground team move on through into the main arena to start adjusting fences for our next class, which is going to be our novice tour.
And the results of the small tour under 16. Day 1, we have in 6th place Ariana Mehta on Liberty.
5th place went to Samarth Sreeharsha on Kingston.
In 4th place, we have Kapilesh on Klaver.
Joint 3rd went to Kapilesh and Sanjay on Condero.
Yes,
so it was a joint 3rd place for those 2 riders.
Yes, and in 2nd place, Kripa Jain on Pat.
And our winner this morning, Stasia Pandya on Sella. So big congratulations to all of our competitors and our winners of the Small Tour Under 16 Day 1. Join us now for the highlights, and we will be back very shortly for our course walk for our novice tour.